Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be discussing a very fun video. We're going to be talking about products I regret buying for one reason or another. And the reason I regret buying things, it's not necessarily if it's like a bad product, though there are some really significant duds in here. It could be like, oh, I just don't use it, or oh, it doesn't do what I want it to do. There are a myriad of reasons for regretting purchasing a product, and we're just going to talk about some of those today, and let's just do it. Alright, let's start off with an expensive one. This here is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Palette. Y'all, I think I bought this before I knew what I wanted and needed for makeup, and I bought this because everyone loved it and was obsessing over it. This is like a trio of 3 highlighting, finishing, whatever powders. I've tried them as a highlighter, I've tried them to set my under eye, I've tried them all over my face, and they do just absolutely nothing for me. Not saying it's a bad product, just saying for me and my wants and my desires, it just didn't do it. Like, every time I used it, I'd be like, all right, I'm pulling out my expensive, fancy Hourglass. And then I dust it under my eyes or all over my face, and I was like, I don't notice a significant difference. I am not overcome by the beauty of the finishing veil that is these powders. So I just never reach for it. It's just kind of there. You guys probably would have seen in my face palette declutter that this was decluttered. It finally had to happen because I held on to it because it was so expensive. I'm like, maybe I can learn to love you. But this was not a case of Beauty and the Beast. It was more like a Gaston than anything else. Then jumping to a palette on the other end of the price spectrum, this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Palette. Now you guys know I'm a big fan of their Mega Glow singles. I love them, and I wanted to like get this and try it out and see what. It was only like $14 and you get 4 shades. But like, even just looking in the pan here, you can tell that they're not the same formula. These are a lot more powdery. They have glitter, not in a good way. Like, it's not a formula that like captures the glitter and smooths it along your skin. The glitter just kind of goes everywhere. And it's like, you had an amazing formula. If they had kept the formula the same from the singles into these, we wouldn't have a problem. But this just, the formula really was the deal breaker. The colors are beautiful. They do have a single of this shade, which is Diamond Lily, and it's the other formula. So I'm like, I don't know what you were trying to do, but whatever they were trying to do, it did not work, and this is not a palette that I would recommend. Take the $15 and go buy 3 of their permanent ones, or just their singular ones, and get 3 shades that you know you're gonna use, because that palette just, it was no bueno. Then kind of a random product. This is kind of painful. This was from a Marshall's haul. These are the Too Faced, I don't even know what they are. They're from the Peachy whatever, the Sweet Peach, Peach Perfect Peaches and Cream collection. And they're supposed to be a like peach and sweet fig cream infused formula comfort matte. They smell amazing. They smell like something I would like to eat. But the formula on this is so thick. The color goes on super patchy, and then you're like, okay, well, it's kind of patchy. Let's put a little bit more on there, and then it just kind of takes the color you have and smears it around even more. It doesn't set nice. You can tell you are wearing lipstick. It is not a comfortable formula at all. The colors I got were absolutely beautiful. This is right up my jam. Like I said, smells amazing, but the formula, it didn't apply well, it didn't wear well, it didn't look good. If you have any kind of texture on your lips, which we all do because they're lips, this is not a formula that is going to sit well on them. And I know a lot of people really like these, but this was a major dud for me. I'm so glad I got them at Marshall's for like $5.99, because if I paid like the 20-something bucks these are on their own, they would have been going back. Which is kind of, I guess, a good thing about buying your makeup from, say, Sephora and Ulta, not Marshall's, because you can't return to makeup at Marshall's. Then jumping into a product that isn't bad, but it's just something that I regret buying because I haven't really gotten the use out of it that I would have liked to. And that is the Becca Afterglow palette. Now, when I bought this, I thought it was an eyeshadow palette, which I guess you could use it for. What it is, or what it has, are 3 of their shimmering skin perfectors and then 2 of their blushes. So since realizing it was a face palette, this thing has like bounced between like my eyeshadow drawer and my face palette drawer, trying to use it some of the ways, but it's kind of like anticlimactic, because if I put it in my face palette drawer, there's kind of no point, because I have all of these shades in singles. I don't have the blushes, but the pans are so tiny, and I use like a big fluffy brush that's kind of like the size of my cheek. It ain't gonna get in there, and it's not gonna distribute the color that I want. So I'm like, do I keep it for the 2 blush shades because they're really pretty, or what do I do? This did get decluttered, as well as the hourglass thing. It's just, if they had made it like bigger pans and had it like this, that would be amazing. But I don't understand. I mean, I understand it's travel, compact, but I feel like for practicality sense, for me, it's just not gonna work. And it is definitely something I regret buying, because it was Becca. It was probably expensive, but I bought it like forever ago, and it's just a no. And then on like the cheaper spectrum, let's get into some like less expensive regrets. I was gonna do a whole video on these. I was at a Walmart. I can't remember which one. I didn't even haul these. And they had this brand called Ruby Kisses, or just RK by Kiss. I don't know. And they had these for like $3. And I was like, $3 liquid lipsticks? I can get behind that. And so I bought 5 of them in a myriad of colors. I was gonna do like a inexpensive liquid lipstick at Walmart video, which never happened, because I put these on my lips and my lips proceeded to revolt against me. Although this formula is pigmented, it is hideously drying. It just sucks all the moisture out of your lips and leaves them like a dried up prune begging for moisture. They crumble, they're flaky, they do the whole nasty inner mouth thing. These were just a total and complete fail. I was just like, it's a good thing I only paid a certain amount of money for them, because this was not a hidden gem. This was something that needs to be burned with fire. Then, sort of a surprising fail, I had these in my collection for like a week when they moved out. These are the Hard Candy Fox in a Box reformulated blushes. They do also have a bronzer and 2 highlighters. The highlighters are okay, but this one here is in Girl Next Door, which is just very pink. Then this one is in Uptown Girl, which is kind of peachy. These have absolutely no pigment. Like, you're like, okay, all right, that's kind of nice. Nothing! Absolutely nothing! And they feel super rough to the touch. Like, the pink one is a little bit better, but definitely not up to snuff. I found them on sale for $3.50. They're normally $7. I was like, why are they on sale? Now I know why they are on sale, because they're absolutely horrible. Dry and just no pigment and just, these were so awful. If you see these at full price or on sale, don't do it. Please, don't do it. Save your money, buy you a better blush. Then we have something that y'all probably saw coming. I'm sure you've seen the review. Definitely a product that I regret buying. The Kat Von D Fetish Collection. I have not yet decided if I want to return this. I did get the blush palette at Sephora. I unfortunately, however, got the eyeshadow palette from Kat Von D, and I didn't want to have to deal with shipping it back and all that annoying whatever. But these palettes are absolute trash. There is zero pigmentation in these two blushes. This one is like pigmented, but it doesn't look nice. It doesn't blend well. It's this nasty splotchy mess. These are glitter top coats for highlighter. And then you have the eyeshadow palette. Looking kind of nice in there, kind of whatever, a little bit muted. The mattes are dry, patchy, not pigmented. Whatever pigment you have on there, you go to put it on your eye and then it just poofs away into oblivion. And I ain't about that in an eyeshadow. The best colors are like these red tones right here, and I'm like, that's great, but that's a shade we already know she knows how to formulate. So it's kind of like a one-trick pony here. Like, just all of these are such a pain to work with. This shade Fixation already has hard pan. I've never dealt with that with a Kat Von D shade before. These two shimmers are hideously chunky, and just this was a fail on so many levels. I have never regretted buying a Kat Von D product until now, and it's a really painful regret. Then let's do kind of some highlighters that just for one reason or another were just, you know, once again, not necessarily a bad product. These are the Revolution Vivid Shimmer Bricks. This one is in Pink Kiss. This one is in Rose Gold. They're pigmented. They're beautiful. They're shiny. They're metallic. They're too deep for my skin tone. So I don't regret buying them because they're not good. I regret buying them because they don't work for my pasty little butt. If you've got a medium to deep complexion, these are great. They're high shine, they're metallic, they're soft, they're beautiful. But for me, they were probably like $7 a piece. I could have kept my $14, I can do the math. I could have kept that $14 and put it into something else. So it's just a little bit disappointing because I hate it when highlighters don't work for me. Then a higher end highlighter regret, even though I didn't pay higher end prices. These are the Anastasia Beverly Hill Liquid Glows. Now, it's a regret. I can make this one work. This one is in the shade Oyster. Oyster does have a fair amount of like glitter in it. It's like less of more like luminosity, high shine foilness. Like with the Cover FX custom enhancer drops and like the Wet n Wild, their liquid highlighters, and the Makeup Revolution, their liquid highlighters, it's just more glitter. This one is more shimmery, but it's too deep and it doesn't look good mixed in with either a pale foundation or even a foundation that's like darker for in the summertime. They just weren't a really good formula, and they were probably, I think they were like $10 a piece, so that's 20 bucks. Could have got another highlighter that's like way better. I just did not get along with the formula of these. Glad I tried them out for like 50% off. Alright guys, that was my products I regret buying video for this round. I usually am able to do these not very frequently because I've gotten a lot pickier about the kind of makeup and what I am bringing into my collection, but I do have a little drawer that's like, this is where the bad makeup goes. And when that drawer gets filled up, we gotta talk about it. Let me know a product of yours that you regret buying. Let me know how you think about these products. If you love them, I am so sorry, but there is no one piece of makeup that works for every single person. We all have different preferences and needs, skin tone, skin type. We all know that. But thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and as always, keep it real. Mwah!